Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Rob from Showdown here. Today we're doing a My Hero Academia Class 1A build your own team. I'm really hyped for this one, but let me show you guys something real fast. So originally, I wanted to make up my own team without building my own chart. I didn't want to be biased, so I found one online, but I'm not rocking with it. Clearly, you can see there's a lot of craziness going on. You have Toru that is sitting in the $30. Then you can grab two people that are top tier for $100. It just wasn't for me. I wasn't rocking with it at all, so I had to end up making my own list. Let's take a look. So as you can see here, this is my personal list, and this was based off of a tier list video that I actually made. I obviously had to make some switches around, but this I feel like is much more balanced. You can't just get Deku and Todoroki and Bakugo and make overpowered teams. All right, so first up, I need my star player. I need my star on my team. Let's take a look. Listen, I see 3 people in the $10 bracket I could possibly build my team around, and I also see 1 person in the $7 bracket I could build my team around. Right now, I'm currently looking at Todoroki, I'm looking at Kirishima, and I'm also looking at Midoriya. Those are 3 picks that stand out to me solely for the fact that Kirishima is the best defensive fighter in the class right now. There is no debate about that. Red Riot Unbreakable is top tier. Then you have Shoto Todoroki, who was my previous choice for the best defensive fighter in Class 1A until Kirishima brought out the Red Riot Unbreakable. But we know he is the greatest when it comes to long range fights. So Todoroki is there as well. And I also have Deku, and you know why. He has the greatest offense, I believe, in Class 1A right now. He is well matched when it comes to close range, and now he also has the air gun, so he has air shots now. He can fight from long range. He has 20% full cowling, shoot style, whatever you need, Deku has. And oh, by the way, he is also a top tier strategist. So this is what I'm looking at right now. Now, a lot of you may be asking, so who is that $7 person you were thinking of? The only person I feel like I could build a team around in the $7 bracket is none other than Momo Yagoruzu, and that's strictly for the fact that she's brilliant. She outsmarted somebody that has an IQ quirk. That's all I really need to see when I'm trying to build a team around strategy. So she's in there as well. But I'm gonna stop beating around the bush. Give me Midoriya. I'm not gonna waste any more time. I would pay $12 for Midoriya if I had to. He's top tier. He is one of the greatest in the class when it comes to strategy, long range fights, close range fights. The only downfall that Midoriya has is his defense, but that's something I'm gonna have to fix if I'm trying to build a team around him. Now that I have Midoriya, I only have $5 left. So now I gotta make things work. Let's see who I can use. All right, so now that we're looking in the $3 bracket, I'm just gonna immediately eliminate Rikudo Sato. I'm sorry, guys. If you're a fan of his, I am not. The Sugar Rush quirk does not do it for me and does not really work for the team I'm trying to build. I believe Ojido is very good, but she hasn't really shown me the full potential of her quirk as well, so I'm gonna leave her off my team respectfully. We can move on to Sero, and I believe Sero has a very good quirk. Sero's not bad, but with the team I am trying to build, I am narrowing it down to Denki Kaminari and Shoji. And when it really comes down to it, I'm taking Denki Kaminari for $3. Listen, guys, Denki Kaminari is my pick for the most underrated hero in Class 1A, hands down. When we talk about Seiji, one of the most respected students that was in the license exam, he put Bakugo in a compromising position, and Kirishima as well. It was up to Denki Kaminari to come through and save the day, and pretty much he did do that. His quirk is so elite, he just hasn't really put it to its top tier use, but I believe if Denki is working with Deku, we can make something happen with that. So with that being said, I only have $2 left, which means I have to move right down to the bottom feeders of Class 1A. This is where it gets tough for me. All right, so if you're looking at Mineta right now, just block him. Don't even bother looking at him. I'm not trying to do anything with that. He's shot. It is what it is. This is hard, man. Invisible Girl has no feats. So I'm going to leave her off my team as well, respectfully. this leaves me with Koda, Ojiro, and Aoyama. The first pick I'm going to go with is Koda. I'm not ecstatic about it, but I understand that his quirk is amazing. Koda is shot when he's by himself. Now, if you have him working with a great, confident leader, this is where Koda shines, and we've seen it when he was in a battle against Present Mike. He had Jiro there, who led the way and noticed how much potential Koda had and was able to bring that out of him so they can land a counterattack on Present Mike. Listen, the anti-voice quirk is one of the most useful quirks in Class 1A. It's just a fact that Koda is shot. He has no confidence. But I believe that Deku would be able to extract that out of him, bring more of that out of him, because Deku himself is an elite strategist like a Jiro, like a Momo Yaoyorozu. So I think Koda is a great addition to my team. So now I only have $1 left. Bottom feeder bracket. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I might just, close my eyes and just, you feel me? Like, now let me stop playing. I'm going to go with Ojido. And it wasn't an exciting pick, but understand something. Ojiro, even though the tail quirk is very plain, it's not that amazing to me, doesn't have too much depth to it, I can't deny the fact that he's a halfway decent martial artist. Not a lot of people in Class 1A have the martial arts skills that Ojiro has, and I feel like that would be a great addition to the team. It just is what it is. I don't believe Aoyama can really box. He was in the license exam and they just used him as a beacon of light. That's pretty much what he was. He was just a radar. So, Deku doesn't need that. He needs people that can box with him. And that's my team. So right now I have Deku, I have Denki Kaminari, and to finish it off, I'm going with Koda, and I'm going with Ojiro. That is my team currently. How do I feel about them competing with the rest of Class 1A? To be honest with you, when it comes to all these build your teams, I'm usually pretty confident with my team. This class makes it tough. This chart in and of itself makes it tough because the $7 bracket has some heavy hitters in there. Jiro, I believe, would be a problem for somebody like Koda, but because I set Koda paired with Deku, I think that Koda may be able to be a decent counter to Jiro. I have no idea. Momo is a huge problem. As a strategist, I'm worried. I'm just gonna call for what it is. I'm worried, but that's why I had to grab Deku and I had to leave Bakugo off my team because I needed somebody that at least can bring the best of both worlds, has combat and also has a strategic sense. So I had to go with Deku. Kirishima, I'm worried about. He is the best defensive fighter in Class 1A, hands down. This means that if they want to hurt Kirishima, Deku is going to have to at least be in 20% full cowling. The air shots are not going to work on a Red Riot Unbreakable. He's going to have to land something crazy. But I do ultimately believe that my team would win against most of Class 1A, if not all, is because Deku right now has the strongest ultimate attack in the entire class. The 1,000,000% Delaware Detroit Smash. I know it was just a battle cry. I know it's not truly 1,000,000%, but I do not see anybody from Class 1A getting up from that. The only person that may have a shot is Kirishima. And even that, I feel like Kirishima would not be able to get up from that after that. There's not one person, I don't care, Tokiyami in the dark with Dark Shadow is not dealing with that, personally for me. Ochako is somebody I may have to worry about as well. Not necessarily Deku, but Denki Kaminari, because he's key for this. I need somebody that can really hold down the long range fights, just in case Midoriya has to get in close range, and that would be Denki Kaminari's job. This is where it's do or die. Denki Kaminari has to stop somebody like Ochako, who is perfect in close range combat, so my team can keep pushing. So right now, the X factor on my team is Denki Kaminari. I believe that Midoriya would be able to hold his own, and he would be able to bring Koda up to speed. Ojido is a top tier martial artist, so he would be able to put in work. It all ends up in Denki's hands. And I'm placing a lot of faith in Denki Kaminari because I've seen him do something against a student that was able to take down Bakugo. And that was Seiji. Seiji would be in the $10 bracket if we added students from outside of Class 1A. That's point blank period. So if Denki Kaminari is able to hang with people like Seiji, a lot of people in this bracket should be no problem for him. With that being said, you guys let me know down in the comment section below, what teams would you make? Is my team nice? Is it shot? I want to know. And with that, I'll see you next time. Peace.